Okay. Good morning and welcome to Beyond Headlines of Freedom Square TV. We are reaching you from our studios in Enugu. Enugu, of course, is the southeast Nigeria and it's known as the coal city state. In a matter of days, precisely on Monday, the 22nd of September, schools across the Enugu state will open their doors for the new academic calendar. The spotlight falls on the ambitious project in Enugu State, referred to as the Smart Green Schools. Enugu State launched the Smart Green Schools initiative as part of Governor Peter Mbah's education reform. These schools promise solar-powered classrooms, e-learning facilities, and environmentally sustainable architecture. The state has also approved massive recruitment of teachers to align with modern teaching standards. But in the background, parents say complain about levies, teacher shortages in remote areas, and infrastructural decay in older schools. The pilot smart school, which was established in Owo, Kano East local government in 2024, is fully operational. These smart schools are scheduled to be fully operational in all the 260 wards starting from September the 22nd, 2025. So, as the new academic session begins, we need to ask whether the smart green schools are a symbolic flagship or a systematic fix, meaning are they ready to take off? No doubt, these schools have been described as a revolutionary step toward blending technology, sustainability, and modern pedagogy. But as with every bold idea, questions abound. Are these schools equitably distributed? Are teachers ready to handle digital learning? What about rural pupils who still struggle with basics like chairs, chalk, and textbooks? So, to help us unravel and of course to answer some of these questions is a lady of substance, the permanent member of ESUPEL, Enugu State Physical Education Commission. She is Dr. Aja. A doctor is not the bracket doctor. Her own is a PhD. Okay, good morning and welcome to Beyond Headlines.
Thank you for having me and good morning.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. But Doc, let's start from the start. Let's start from the beginning. What many people are wanting to hear, what many people are wanting to hear, to learn, and to ask. The smart schools have been hailed as the future of learning in Enugu State. People are looking forward to Monday. But the question they ask, how many of these schools are actually ready to open their doors to students, to pupils, on Monday, the 22nd of September 2025?
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. On Monday, 22nd, we are resuming full academic activities and then over 100 schools. Okay, so about 100 schools now are being equipped. We have started equipping during holidays, so about 100 by Monday will be ready.
About 100.
About 100, yes.
In fact, if actually
anyone that is not ready, it should be about 80% completion.
yes, if actually 100 schools are ready, for me that is quite a bold step.
About 100.
Yes, that's a bold step. That is quite impressive, even though people will argue that why would the others be ready? And of course, in our environment, all fingers are not equal. So we're looking forward to having 100 schools scattered in various wards of Enugu State. It could be more. You just said about.
About.
So
Yeah.
it could be more, it could be less. Okay. Critics know that people who criticize the smart school. This is an elite project. Elite is meant for elite. It is fine on paper. But how would the average rural child have access to this school?
Yes, thank you very much for the question. I've had a lot of people say so many things, so many myths around the smart school, but I would like to clear it. It's not for the elites. The smart school is for every Enugu child. I think that's part of why His Excellency started from the rural area. Okay, the smart school, that is the pilot school. It wasn't built in the city. It's in the rural area, so it's for every Enugu child. In fact, they are more important to us because the people in the city, they've been assessing some of these schools, but the children at the rural areas are at the target first. In fact, it's intentional, starting from the rural area. So it's for every Enugu child, not for the elite at all.
For every Enugu child?
Yes.
Meaning children who are even in the remote village of Amoli and parts of the school will have the same access as children who are in urban areas in Enugu.
Yes,
is that correct?
yes. Because if you listen to His Excellency speak, and even during his campaigns, you see that the campaign was not just telling you, "I want to rule you." It's also about needs assessment. If you had listened to his development center campaign, he went as much as he was telling us he wants to rule the state, he wants to give us this social contract, give me this mandate. If you listen to him, you hear that he's also asking, what is your challenge? And his intention at that, he's building the smart school because he has linked it to alleviating people, bringing people out of poverty, and he has also linking it to the strategy to attain the GDP, okay, the $40 billion, okay, target for our GDP. So he's targeting educated child and a skilled child, okay, so that if you're coming out of the school, your skill will be industry ready. You'll be able to, one can admit you into the industry to serve. So we are looking at employing them, not just educating them and having them parrot teachers. We are also looking at having them skilled to fit into the industries. Okay. So it's for every child in every state.
For every child.
Yes.
Yes, still some parents are worried. Are worried about whether the schools will have adequate infrastructure, such as enough classrooms, libraries in particular, laboratories, to support quality education. I'm sure in your inspection of these smart schools, speak to whether they have enough classrooms, libraries, and all every facility needed in the school.
In fact, this has been taken care of. You see, all you listed and more is what we have in our smart schools. 65 kVA solar system. It has a 1 million liter water storage. There's a integrated science lab, ICT lab, mechatronics center, ICT center, mechatronics, robotics center, 3D printing center. Okay, it has the virtual reality for children, the center for that. There's and is an all-inclusive school system, because even the disabled, there's ramp for them. Okay, there's we have the medical center, that is the sick bay for the children. Okay, so we have playground for the children. Every of these things you listed, we have them. If you get to smart school, you see we have all these things and even more.
It will live or work, for example, or was built as a standard.
Yes.
Do you think that every smart school has a playground?
Yeah, the standard is a pilot, always a pilot. And let me tell you one thing about O. We will even improve from what we have in O, because it's a pilot that we are scaling up from. Okay, so it is tested and is working, and you could see the difference from where we started and where we are right now.
Okay, so you believe that come Monday, the smart school that are ready will have enough pupils and students to start school there?
Yeah, the plan is to absorb the learners in the schools around the smart schools. That is the first catchment around the smart school. Then we can start taking in other children into the smart school.
Okay. Let me agree with you that the pupils and students are ready.
Yeah.
Are the teachers ready? Do we have enough teachers?
Yeah.
Are they also smart teachers? Because if you're not a smart teacher, you cannot teach a smart student.
Yes.
And you cannot teach in a smart school.
Yes.
And before now, people are not too sure what government and board they have done to prepare our teachers for digital transition.
In fact, thank you for that question. His Excellency is very strict on the fact that he does not want any teacher that is not well trained, okay, that does not go through the exams, through the smart school training to be in the smart school. So every teacher is in that smart school is ready. I will call them smart teachers because they are trained, they are technology savvy. Okay, so they are computer savvy, they know or not knowledgeable in technology. Because that's what you apply. Our directive smart board, you cannot use it if you don't understand how to use it. So the teachers there are ready. So we'll keep recruiting and then training teachers, okay, for the smart school. We have backlog, we have teachers in the waiting. Okay, we are right now we are deploying deploying teachers to do smart schools as we speak.
Okay. Something like a lot easier said than done. Yeah, Monday is here. You know, as journalists and as pressmen who walk around, visit the schools, see their challenges. This is not longer with what you're telling me now, right here in the studio. By Monday, our cameras will be everywhere to see how they're starting. But there's something else, teacher motivation. Let's be frank. When we were in primary school, what if I wanted to be teachers? But in the village then, the big man there was the teacher, the headmaster, the teacher, you know. So we look forward to becoming that. But today, teacher motivation is weak. Delayed salaries, lack of incentives, poor career development pathways. How do the board and government intend to ensure that teachers in smart grade school are motivated? Because what they're not motivated, you know, if you go to a public school now, you see teachers selling granola. In fact, they're not really selling that HAP, the school that teach. So, what are the motivations? What are the incentives that are these smart teachers, as we call them, will make them stay without trying to go do one small project?
Okay, so so all that has stopped. Okay, in fact, that's why we had that with smart school as a model. Okay, we have quarters for teachers. Okay, we have furnished apartment for teachers. That has never been done. We've not had that before in Enugu or even anywhere in Nigeria. That we used to have when you say those days.
I don't know when I tell you parties.
Remember in the PTC we have teachers quarters. I remember. So that's what is bringing back now. We have our teachers quarters now. When you have roof over your head, I mean, it's enough incentive, and they furnished apartments. Okay, so and then we have award for the teachers, and then we encourage the teachers. For instance, 2 of our teachers from smart schools are going to the US for further training. Okay, so when you do well, we see the commitment. We encourage you. So there's incentive for the teachers.
Okay, incentive for the teachers, but again, you know, I'm on the streets,
Yes.
and we've learned that some teachers said they're being transferred arbitrarily. Some teachers who are in urban areas are thinking that they're being sent to rural areas, and Moraharo, you know. So, is it true that the board is transferring teachers, maybe from Enugu to Aniele, for example? Somebody who had been teaching all along without adequate preparation where you stay that.
No, it's not. That's not true. No such transfer. The teachers that are teaching in our smart schools apply to teach in the smart school. So we are
That particular smart school or just any smart school?
No, what happens is that as we get the smart schools ready, we post our teachers, and then there's provision for accommodation.
Okay. That's a good one. Dr. Makigaja, we'll take a short break. When we come back, actually, we'll be looking at other issues, and that has to do with equity and access. So for those of you who are watching us, don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly. Let me this break.